behind the scenes in making this event here a success. And thanks again. I'll turn the mic over back to Mark.
No, hold on. I want to say something. And I only had like maybe three or four beers.
You talk enough already?
No, I'm good. But we are all here today because of three, and I'm gonna add another guy in later on, four guys. When these guys called me originally and said, hey, we want to do something for St. Vincent, and we want to know how we could do it. They said we want to do a T20 competition. I said, let me talk to the club and we'll get back to you. As the vice president and the chairman of the fundraising committee for my organization, I got in touch with my organization and I said, hey, we have some guys down in Sarasota who I know are serious guys. I've been dealing with them for almost 25, 30 years, right, Chris? When we used to beat all you back then. Right? Just kidding. I said, these guys are serious and they want to do something for St. Vincent. And the fundraising that we've been doing in Orlando has been dying. When we said dying, it means we were at peak. Like we said, folks, we have raised over $100,000 in cash and items donated. Mark said, let me correct Mark. Mark said 2 25-foot containers. We actually shipped 2 40-foots, right? And a 20. Remember the second 20 from Miami? We were part of that. So it's actually 2 40-foots and a 20 that we have sent them. With that said, the three guys that was like, when I say guys that was like tonguing me and say, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. Some guys like to stay in the background for some reason, but I'm a guy who, when you do something and you do it from your heart and you do it for a good reason, I like to recognize those people. My first guy that I want to call up here is Mr. Imran Ali. Imran, come on. I ain't got nothing to give him. I just got to give a thank you. Boss. Respect. This guy's went to St. Vincent. They had a blast in St. Vincent. And this guy was on board from day one. Mr. Nelson Backus, my brother-in-law. He's been my brother-in-law for almost 100 years. This guy called me and said, look, we got to do something. I said, yo, I'm on board. Mr. Chris Prasad, he never once was in one of the conversations that me and Nelson Imran had, but I knew he was on board. Mr. Chris, boss, I got to shake your hand. Mr. Alston Backus, come over here, boss. Another one of my brother-in-laws. You see why they love me so much, right? I good looking. This guy spearheaded all the uniforms that we have, the Vinci team. He took care of that. He got us all on board with that. Those are the four guys mainly I want to thank. But Sarasota International Cricket Club, Trini's Abroad, and all the guys who traveled for Vinci Eruptors from wherever you came. Some came from New York, I know some came from South Florida. The original guys used to come with us ever since. Oh, Minnesota. Yes, we have a guy that came all the way from Minnesota. Thank you. And that is all I have to say. Because if I begin to talk, I won't stop.
Okay, Ivor, let me just add something real quickly. We made 3 trips to St. Vincent, and this was at the invitation of the Prime Minister of St. Vincent. We went there to play in a cricket tournament. And from the time we arrived at the airport, we had bus transportation arranged for us. We had everything was taken care of during the time when we were there. If we wanted to go to the beach, we had a bus that was there to take us. If we wanted to go to a restaurant, it was there. Anywhere you wanted to go, it was all taken care of. And then to top it off, every trip that we made to St. Vincent, the Prime Minister made sure that he invited us to his residence for dinner. I made sure that he invited us to his residence for dinner. Absolutely.
I have never been invited to the president's.
And you're from St. Vincent. So
Thank you.
Exactly. So not only that he invited us to his residence for dinner, came out there, sat with us, and as if though he was just an ordinary folk, just an ordinary guy coming and chatting with you about cricket and whatever else. We thoroughly enjoyed his company. As a matter of fact, when in my conversation with him, he goes, when he introduced himself to me, he says, this is the people's house and they're just allowing me to stay here. That's what he said. All right, that's what he told me. And I was very, very impressed to know that the guy knows that, listen here, I'm not permanently living in this house. I'm here for a short time. But whatever I'm here for, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do it. No, that's what he told me. He says, the people, they've allowed me to stay here. Now, in addition to that, now we had this problem where the volcano erupted. And we had a lot of problems. I started talking to Nelson. We were making donations. We were doing all kinds of different things behind the scenes just to help the St. Vincent people. All right? And then this whole idea came up for what you guys have elaborated on already, and I don't need to add anything more to that. And thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. And we were very, very happy to do our part to make sure that this is a success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thanks very much.